Все, вы в прямом эфире. У-ху-ху. Друзья, всем добрый день. Всем здравствуйте. Так, просим прощения за задержку. Знакомьтесь, это доктор Сатья. Всем намасте из Индии. Напишите, пожалуйста, как нас слышно, как нас видно, и мы начнем. Good day, намасте, намасте. Прекрасно. Elizabeth say in Russian?
Yes.
Дорогие друзья, сегодня я хочу несколько слов сказать на русском, и дальше мы продолжим нашу трансляцию на английском. Это доктор Сати. Я сейчас прохожу в Индии панчакарму, и, наверное, уже многим рассказывала о нем, о том, как мы познакомились и что вообще здесь происходит. Так сложилось, Леночка, привет. Так сложилось, что я приехала сюда. У меня был выбор разных возможностей панчакармы. Я приехала сюда и с определенными анализами, которые я делала в Украине, в России. Но вот этот вот прекрасный человек буквально за несколько секунд, потрогав мой пульс на руке, рассказал обо мне все абсолютно, не зная ни одного моего анализа, вот просто всю мою историю, раскрыл все секреты, все тайны, и он вообще не понимает, о чем я сейчас говорю. Но это действительно так. Для меня это действительно какой-то magic, потому что я никогда не понимала, что можно просто прикоснувшись к руке по определенному пульсу, можно рассказать вот такое о человеке. То есть абсолютно все касательно моего здоровья, моего настроения, в тех моментах, о которых вообще не знает никто. Вот наука Аюрведа позволяет определить, вот, собственно, как и что человек из себя представляет. Поэтому это очень интересно. Сегодня для меня огромная честь и огромная благодарность, что у нас есть возможность общаться сегодня с Сати. И, пожалуйста, будьте активными, задавайте свои вопросы. Мы с двумя телефонами, поэтому и будем смотреть, что вы пишете, что вы спрашиваете. Поэтому, Сати.
Namaste.
Satya, it's my followers, and my followers already know about you. So, who are you? It's very difficult questions, I know.
In one way, it's a difficult question when you try to answer this from the from the perspective of this present life. But if you have traveled your journey with yourself within, inside you, you know who you are. And you know your purpose, and you know your goal, your objectives, why you are born, where you are heading, what you are for, and everything. This is what actually everyone should look for. It's not only, it may be a question for me now as who are you, but this opens up a question for the whole world, for all the people who are watching this live telecast now, all your followers. It's who we are. I would like to answer this question, your first question, who you are, in two different dimensions. I will answer who am I, which will give an hint, or it will open a box to all of you to explore who you are. If I want to answer this as a human body, I am Dr. Satyajith. I am a doctor by profession. I live in a city by name Udupi, the coastal part of the state Karnataka in India, and I work to heal people. This is the question. This is the answer for the question when you ask, who are you? If it is to my body. If the same question is asked to my mind, I would say, who am I? I will always talk about what I want, what I look for, what I dream for, what I intend to, where I head to, what are my dislikes. This is always how a mind answers. If you ask the same question to your soul, who are you? Then the soul can answer from time immortal, from where it came, where it is now, where it's going to travel, the complete, the infinite circle of the time. That is how it will answer. So when a question comes, who are you? The answer comes in 3 levels: the body, the mind, and the soul. Have I answered your question?
Yes. So, tell me please, what is it Аюрведа for you?
The way Аюrveda is being defined, it's of 2 words. It's combined of 2 words, Ayu and Veda. The word Ayu and Veda is an ancient Sanskrit term. Ayu means life, not only simple living, it's all about life. The moment when I told you, like, who am I, the way it answered at 3 levels, the body, mind and soul, in the same way the life answers at 3 levels of your body, mind and soul. And Veda is that wisdom or the knowledge which everyone should look forward to earn, learn, understand and preach to others, take it forward, which gives you a meaningful life, not just a living or a livelihood. It gives you an answer for life, the life itself. That is Аюрведа. So Аюрвеda for me is such a golden treasure, such an explored space of time where I can learn a very meaningful way of life. This is so interesting, so meaningful, that it is not just, we all learn the livelihood. We complete our education, we get into some jobs or business, we earn money, we make wealth. But in this whole process of living or the livelihood, what we forget is life. The life, the meaning for life is something what Аюрведа explains you. It is not just a simple medical system where you take some medicines or decoctions when you fall sick. This is that sacred science which will teach you how not to fall sick, how to be happy and healthy always, how to meet yourself, how to travel a journey of time with yourself, how to make the most of this moment, how to unleash those unexplored possibilities within you and around you. This is what about life, and this is the wisdom or the knowledge which can make these things happen is Аюрведа.
How many years you study Аюрведа?
I completed my undergraduation in the year 2007. I studied it. It's a complete university program of 5.5 years. and then I did my masters for 3 years. So in total, I 8.5 years of 8.5 years of university education. And
how many years you worked?
Parallelly, I studied with my guru. Along parallel to this, for it's my 16th year now. I'm heading into my 17th year of understanding and learning Ayurveda.
Друзья, я надеюсь, вам понятно немножко. Маш, спасибо большое, что переводишь. Мы сегодня будем в большей степени говорить на английском. Я надеюсь, что когда-нибудь этот эфир, возможно, будет на русском, но попробуйте уловить смысл, попробуйте просто почувствовать, о чем он говорит, и пишите свои вопросы. Это могут быть конкретные вопросы, это могут быть ваши личные вопросы, вопросы по здоровью, и все, что вам интересно, вы можете спросить. I have one more question to you. I have a lot of questions to you about it. And I know you're special doctor, not like same Аюрведа normal doctor. Yes?
Okay.
And tell me please, what is the mission in your life?
The mission in my life?
Yes. Why you wake up every day? For what?
See, as a Ayurveda Vaidya or a doctor, I always focus treating my clients or my patients who come to me with only one objective, with one ambition and a goal, which is called as apunarbhavatva. This is a Sanskrit word which means let this problem never occur in your life again. You know, always, as my teacher, my guru taught me, when I start practicing as a doctor, I must never have a returning customer. A returning customer shows that I am a failure as a doctor. If somebody comes to me with a pain or a problem in their life or any sort of a sickness or an illness, I should sincerely and honestly work on them. Maybe in giving medicines or giving some therapies, or maybe a simple counseling or a simple smile or a hug to them, which will heal them, which will cure them completely in such a way that they will never be a patient again in their life. They will neither come back to me with a problem, nor they will go back to any other doctors with this pain. They will go back as a happy human being back in their lives and continue to be a happy souls once again. With this mission, I get up every day morning, I do my prayers, I do my puja, and I come to the temple, my hospital, where I serve my people who come in faith in Ayurveda and in me. Yes.
Маш, еще раз благодарю тебя за перевод. Если кратко, то главная миссия его в том, чтобы люди не возвращались. То есть он максимум делает из того, чтобы люди, приезжая к нему, исцелялись здесь и больше не возвращались ни к нему, ни к какому-либо другому доктору. То есть если они возвращаются, то только с целью просто спа, каких-то процедур, но уже не лечения. Если они возвращаются с лечением, то значит была какая-то ошибка. Поэтому его главная миссия в том, чтобы люди не возвращались и были здоровы, и он как раз этим занимается много-много лет. Next questions. Oh.
Maybe you can see here.
Okay, I remember. Next questions. Is it possible to consult another people online?
Yes, I have been doing this from last 4 years. I have clients from 35 countries. And till now I have consulted more than 25,000 clients till now in my last, so many records I have in place.
How many?
20, like the precise number, maybe like 24,000 plus.
Друзья, 24 тысячи клиентов. For how many years?
In last 10 years.
За последние 10 лет больше 24 тысяч клиентов, и он консультирует сейчас последние 4 года онлайн.
I get like somewhere around 150 to 170 foreign nationals every year to me for Аюрведа treatment from 35 different countries. From last 10 years they are coming. I do consult online. I have a telemedicine tool which is international standards and a HIPAA compliant with GDPR specifications where the patient data and patient records are safe. That's what I've been doing. I'm actually a technology guy.
So how are you consulted? You cannot to check pulse.
Exactly.
Yes. How are you?
See, in Ayurveda, there is something called as a 8 level of examination. How to check someone, how to understand their problem. That is Nadi, Mutra, Mala, Jihva, Shabda, Sparsha, Drak and Akriti. I'll tell you, I'll explain. So these are being categorized. These are the 8 steps of examining someone to understand their problem. Out of which one I did for you was your pulse. I just took your pulse.
Yes.
I didn't ask any questions for you. I went on telling what problems you have.
Yes.
That is the beauty of Ayurveda. Okay? But when you have a person sitting far away, the same things can be assessed in type of a questionnaire, which is called as Prashna Pariksha. Prashna in Sanskrit means to ask. Okay? You have.
То есть он задает вопросы, когда говорит онлайн.
So in this Prashna, whatever I assessed in your pulse by touching, it took me 2 minutes to understand, right? But with the question, I may take 20 minutes to understand.
Когда он трогает пульс, ему нужно несколько минут, чтобы понять о тебе всю картину. Когда он работает онлайн, ему нужно 20 минут, чтобы задать вопросы, и на основании этих вопросов уже понять всю картину.
Why? Because what I'm touching, seeing and feeling, it's I'm doing in person. But when you are sitting far away, I ask a question to you, you will reply. I have an assessment tool for that. We make our calculations and come back with the next question. Then you answer, then I answer. So with this, what happened? I am filtering down all the possibilities and I will arrive to a conclusion called as a diagnosis. Like now I know what problem you have with the questions. So the Prashna Pariksha, or is the question based assessment, is somewhat like 80% accurate. But the 100% accurate is your pulse, check the eyes, check the tongue, all the 8 examination techniques I mentioned, it is 100% accurate. So what I do to my clients who are sitting in different countries like in United Kingdom or in United States or Netherlands or Australia, my clients come from all over the world. In the initial phase, I start with this Pariksha. The consultation, the questionnaires start, and with this questionnaires correct, which is about 80% correct, and then we come up with the corrections like implementation in their lifespan, like changes in their diet, changes in their lifestyle or in the food or exercise. So slowly we will arrive to a still better conclusion. Working?
Yes. Так, друзья, просим прощения, немножко выкинул нас интернет, еще раз идем. Напомню, что у нас сегодня в гостях доктор Аюрведы, и мы сегодня говорим о том, что это вообще за наука и о чем она. Вы можете задавать свои вопросы, свои личные вопросы, за вопросы по здоровью, и мы сегодня постараемся ответить на всех. У меня есть ваши вопросы, все, что вы писали, я все переписала, и сегодня мы пройдемся по этому списку. So, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm
To go
ready.
to another
Yes.
questions?
Yes.
Okay. So, how I can correctly to know my dosha? Tell please about dosha
Okay.
and how people can
Know about the
understand.
doshas.
Yes,
Okay.
to understand.
Okay. So first we need to understand what is the meaning of the word dosha. Okay. The Sanskrit defines like this: dushyate iti dosha, means that which is present in the body, but which will take care of our body when it is in normal, but it will harm us when it is not, when it is abnormal. For instance, we have three doshas: Vata, Pitta and Kapha. So the Vata dosha, it represents all my neurological functions in the body. For instance, the electric signals, the sensation of touch, or my respiration kind of functions. The Pitta dosha mainly represents all the enzymal activities in the body, ability to see, think, and menstruate, digest the food. All these things are represented by Pitta dosha. Kapha dosha is something which keeps the body stable, in order, in shape. It can help me to taste. It will help my joints to move. It will help my food to get mixed up with the water and help for digestion and take it forward. Helps me to go to sleep. And these are some of the functions of Kapha dosha. So, unfortunately, what has happened, the information what we see on the internet,
A lot of tests.
lot of tests
tests.
are there, which they call it as a prakriti assessment, the dosha assessment. But we need to know, we end up in defining ourselves as a wrong dosha person. Okay? Because the assessment on the website is dependent on the question and answer. You answer wrong, it will assess it wrongly and it will give you a wrong answer.
Okay.
Okay? So it's very important now for every one of you to understand, we all have all the three doshas in us.
Друзья, мы все имеем все три доши, не только одну. Мне писали девочки в директ, I'm sorry, one sentence, okay? Писали девочки, что они не могут понять, какая у них одна доша, потому что не сомневаются. Вот Сатя говорит, что у каждого все три доши есть, оказывается.
So we always have three doshas in the body, always. Right from the birth to death, we all
Like
have three
animals.
doshas.
Like animals.
Like,
Animals.
yes, for all animals, we are also an animal, right?
Yes.
So we all have doshas in the body, Vata, Pitta and Kapha. These three doshas. So these keep changing, they go up and down in related to age, related to the year or the season, climate. They change as per the day and night. They change as per what you think and eat and do. So this is how the doshas will move.
I translated. Эти доши могут подниматься и опускаться, то есть быть в теле проявлены больше или меньше в зависимости от разных факторов. Это может быть время года, это может быть день или ночь, это может быть связано с тем, что вы кушаете, и также это может быть связано с тем, о чем вы думаете. То есть от ваших мыслительных процессов также связана взаимосвязь этих трех дош.
So we cannot straight away tell like I belong to one dosha or two doshas. Okay? So that is the understanding of Prakriti, not about the doshas. it has been misunderstood completely. So just for instance, I'll tell you, the role of the kapha dosha is to induce growth, which will help you grow. That is the role of a kapha. So in which part of the life I must have the high kapha dosha? When I am a kid, when I am a young boy or a young girl. That is when we can see the growth in the body. That is when the kids grow, right? It is only during that time all the kids have the illness or the disorders related to kapha also. Like you have a cough, you have fever, you have sneezing, they sleep in excess, they have some skin rashes and allergies.
Yes.
They have a liking towards the sweet taste more. They love to drink water and juice and milk too much. Okay, all these characteristics are very much connected to kapha dosha. Okay, but the same way, when you see in the middle age, when you are an adult, you have a high pitta dosha. The role of a pitta dosha is it produces hormones in the body. You are sexually active, you have emotions, you have feelings and love, you have inclination towards a sexual partner, you think and work more. Okay, so all these are seen in your middle age when you are an adult. So in the same age you have illnesses or problems related to pitta dosha. For example, you have a hair fall, you have pimples on the face, and you have a diarrhea, you have hyperacidity, and you have a menstruation problems, whatnot. Like all these things which are related to pitta dosha are maximum seen in the middle age when I am an adult. So when I see the next part of my life, that when I am old, you have vata dosha. What does a vata dosha do? Vata dosha will deplete the body. You turn old, your skin turns wrinkles, you lose hair, you lose teeth, denture, right? I have no strength to walk or jog. Okay, I have joint pains, I have a back pain. Okay, I reduce my weight, I lose weight, and this is how a body depletes. So in this age, the old people have more characteristics which is specific to vata dosha. For example, they love to eat everything hot, freshly served. They are irritable.
Температура еды также влияет на дошу.
They are irritable. They get angry for no reason. They have no patience. Okay, they are fearful always. They have an anxiety all the time. Oh, what will happen? I may fall sick. And they have a forgetfulness. Oh, I don't remember where did I keep my spectacles or my car keys, and they forget. Okay, and this is the age when they have the vata disorders or the vata disease or the vata specific characteristics, right? So which means doshas are divided predominantly all along your life. Okay, and when you compare these doshas when it comes to season, in winters you have high kapha doshas. When it is snowing outside, okay, the body responds to the climate, always what is happening around you. So you have chills, you have fever, you have cough, you have sneeze, right?
Yes.
That is the time when you want to wear warm clothes. That is the time when you go to sleep too much. Your growth is more happening in the cold time, in the cold season. But when you
A
come
lot of
to
energy we need.
you have good appetite, you have good strength when it is cold. But when you come to a very hot climate, you feel very low, you get dehydrated, right? So you will feel exactly the opposite characteristics or the opposite nature as kapha dosha. Correct?
Yes.
So in the same way, even in seasons, different seasons have different doshas and their characteristics. And if you look in terms of a day, you are not hungry all the time. You are hungry only during the lunch break, or during the breakfast, or during the supper or a dinner time. Why? Because that is the time of pitta, which will make you hungry. When it is a time of kapha in the day, which is divided into 3 parts, that is when you go to sleep. That is when you feel drowsy, when you want to sleep. So when it is a vata time, you are very active in the part of the day. That is the time when you want to work, you have a creative mood, you are in a good inclination towards to work something, write something, go for a jogging or something. Okay? So in a given day you have 3 doshas, in a month you have doshas, in a year you have doshas, in the whole life you have doshas.
Okay, so
with this understanding,
how this old woman can understand?
Yes, with this introduction, because why I didn't start straight away telling which dosha you are. I gave you the fundamentals correctly. I told you that how you get confused, which you should not. So I gave you an understanding of what is correct. And now we will come to the next part of it, which is called as prakriti, which means temperament, the type of your body. The type of your body. Okay? So when you see the characteristics of these doshas, every dosha has a specific characteristic feature. Okay? The prakriti or the body type is misunderstood for dosha. The body type is different, the doshas are different. Okay? The body type is decided at the time of conception. When the baby is formed in the womb, at that time the type of the body is decided, and I am going to live all my life in the same body type. Okay?
Yes.
For example, if you have very tough musculature, you are well built, plumpy, chubby, good hairs, good body hairs, you have a good appetite, and you are strong enough, more or less you represent the body type as kapha. Okay? If you are medium built, not too thick, not like stout or obese or slim, you are medium, and you profuse sweating, you sweat a lot, and you have inclination to eat sour and hot or pungent substance, spices, okay, and you have some sleep disturbances, you think very fast, you are pitta. Okay, you are very thin built, very lean, tall, okay, long fingers, and the venous structure on, you can see the veins on the hand and legs, and you have split nails and teeth. You have less hairs on the head, so, and you have a lot of inclination to eat salty and sweet substances, and you have sleepless nights, you don't have strength to exercise. So these are some of the characteristics which shows you that you belong to a vata person. Okay, but it is very rare that a person belongs to only one dosha. Usually they have a typical characteristics of combination of 2 doshas. Okay, or in some situations it can be a sama dosha, means equivalently balanced, properly balanced of 3 doshas.
То есть бывает все-таки, когда есть 3 доши.
Yeah. So most of the people you meet are either 2 dosha predominant or equal in level. Okay, 1 dosha is very rare to see. Okay, but it's not impossible that you see such people. Like if you know somebody who is very thin, lean, very cranky, and swift, running around and not in a position to sit, they belong to a single mother dosha, prakriti, you can say. Yeah.
Ну, в общем, друзья, если кратко, то это, знаете, как раз вопрос про принятие себя, что мы все изначально очень разные, у нас у всех есть 3 эти доши, с которыми мы рождаемся, и часто нам присущи 2 доши, но вот эта вот разница, когда мы ощущаем, что в нас есть все, и мы рождены с этими, с именно таким телом, именно с такими волосами, именно с такими ногтями, именно с такими зубами. И это вот непосредственно говорит о том, что мы есть те, кто мы есть. И это очень важно, потому что очень часто мы сталкиваемся с тем, что капха хочет быть ватой, вата хочет быть капхой. Это, знаете, как рождается береза, и она хочет быть, я не знаю, дубом, например, или черешней, не понимая, что береза есть береза, да, или как слон хочет быть черепахой. И вот важно понимать, что мы все находимся на своем месте. Yes? Next questions?
Yeah.
Если у вас есть вопросы, пишите, пожалуйста. Так. How to balance low blood pressure